Alright, I told you this week, some hip-hop artists, they call themselves the Strangers, from Strapped Up in the Club Entertainment. They had some good words to spit, some nice things to say, so yo, check it out. Alright, this your man Rod Strickland. I'm here, local group known as the Strangers. And y'all just introduce yourselves.
Alter Beast, aka Mass Murder, you know what I'm saying? We just trying to do our thing out here. See my business, check that out.
Alright. Now, just wanted to ask y'all fellas, you know, y'all local, y'all doing y'all thing, y'all trying to get beyond local, trying to get big. Like, you know, everybody always get asked the same questions, you know, how did y'all meet, how did y'all get started or whatever in the little industry or whatever, so.
Well, see, I moved here about 2001 from Springfield, Massachusetts, you know what I'm saying? I say I wasn't really doing the rap thing up there, you know, probably about 2002, linked up with the kid Doogie. Back then it was known as No Nasties, man. We had a couple other cats we ran with, you know, like 10 of us, but when it come down to it, we the last two left, we still rocking with each other, you know what I'm saying? And it gotta be something to come out of that, you know what I'm saying? So I say we niggas been rapping forever, but as far as trying to do this seriously, being my man since like 2002, we've been rocking, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. As far as how y'all rap, you know, your style and everything, subject matter, what would you describe that as, you know, because there's a lot of cats out here, they doing the, you know, the little Cali swag thing and all, you know, I'm not really with that and everything.
But that's not what we're doing right now, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you're doing, big up, keep with your
the tight jeans, you know, and the crazy stuff.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? The girls, the bitches on that right now too, you know what I'm saying? But you know, that ain't what we do, you know what I'm saying? We from the roots, we keep it funky, you know what I'm saying?
We can do all that though.
We can do anything, first of all, you know what I'm saying? We'll rap over La Bamba, nigga, you know what I'm saying? That ain't the point, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, we gonna be true to ourselves and what we do. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if people don't want to hear it, or regardless if people don't want to hear that anymore. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do what we do, keep it stuck to the roots, and that's how we get down, you know what I'm saying?
But what would you describe, like, you know, if you had to describe, like, exactly what your style is, y'all more rough, rugged, smoothed out, you know, more old school?
Yeah, it would be old school, rough and rugged.
Okay.
If we had to put it would be old school, rough and rugged. Because we're going to... with a little pizzazz in there, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But we're gonna tell you, because people got a blind eye to the streets. And people don't forgot about the streets because everybody dancing now and everybody doing this and that. But what about the kids that's growing up in the street? You know what I'm saying? We gotta tell them something that they can really, you know what I'm saying, what should I say, relate to, you know what I'm saying, look at like, yeah, I've been through that. And that's how this man handled it. Maybe I should handle that way. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's in their bracket. A lot of kids, a lot of people, they don't want to listen to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear that. They're like, I'm going to do it my way. But we coming from the same situation they coming from, I'm trying to keep it funky with them. Like, yo, I did that. I done that. So take this route and you got it on. You know?
Okay. So what are you guys, and you can chime in right here too, as far as what's going on as far as like the local support. Y'all get any local support from like the radio station? Have you had any? I mean, I talk to artists here and there, you know, a lot of them, you know, they ain't really getting no support or nothing from the local radio. You know, what's going on with that? I got you. I'm gonna come in close. I want to get that.
You with me, girl, so you know we ain't lose. You don't get what I spent, cause I'm fly as shit. And I strike quick, something like a viper or pit. Flow on ginseng, sprinkle on creatine. I'll spray them things, and then I flew that scene. And you can get the shit bang. Something like a search engine for a bomber that work. I can go to open listen, knock off your lid like kids kicking trash cans. I throw it down.
Another thing, stop the favoritism, man. Real music is real music. please stop the favoritism. You know what I'm saying? Just because you be with someone every day, you see them every day. If other people was nice, then other people was nice. Show the love. But that's what we do. Y'all see us out there. We showing love all the time. You know what I'm saying? But our shit's so fire, niggas hating on us. You know what I'm saying? But that's cool. We got to move as one unit. We got to move as one unit.
I'm gonna keep it real with you because I keep it real on my show. I keep it real. Now, I know a homie of mine. I know a few cats in the rap game. They local, and they trying to do their thing. They don't get no radio support, but they try to be diplomatic about it. And I even got a homie. I ain't gonna mention his name because he try to be diplomatic about things, But man, they tried to clown him on the radio when they heard his stuff. And I'm gonna keep it real. Now, the stuff that these jokers play on the radio from some of these other artists, like, it wasn't no worse than what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really into that type of music, but his stuff really wasn't no worse than what they was doing. And he do got some stuff that's kind of fly that I do like. Now, the dudes on the radio, they kind of, like you said, it's favoritism. If you ain't in their crew or nothing, they ain't trying to do nothing for you, trying to help you. And then on top of that, they talk junk about the other. They'll talk junk about Waka Flocka, they'll clown them. They'll talk junk about Gucci Mane, they'll clown them. But when they come into town, they on the radio, on their dicks talking about how good they is and how hot they is, y'all need to, stop, cut that shit out.
Cut it out,
Cut it out.
Stop playing it 80 times a day if the man can't rap.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? As far as that go, like, what do y'all think of some of the rappers that's out here now? I mean, like some of the newer cats, like my man, like say Wiz Khalifa. You ain't feeling him. Who else? I ain't even gonna mention Soulja, but I ain't even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there.
From a new angle, he took that angle in here. So that dude said, but Wiz, he's like, he a people person. He ain't no route.
Okay.
Hey, that's half the battle though. Half the battle is getting people to relate to you and people want to hear your shit. But it's like, it's kind of like not cool if you come in and you done already took the path that other people done to the goal. You know what I'm saying? It's like, a lot of people do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can do that right now, but man, wait up. But that's not the point. You know what I'm saying? It's about keeping it real.
What about like J. Cole? Y'all.
J. Cole? He's so, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. But like I said, I feel like he's trying to be somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of other people see that. He spit some hot shit, you know what I'm saying? But as far as how you carry yourself and how you introduce yourself to the world, that first impression is everything. And so if you come off like this person, then it's like, you're not unique. We can't put you in your own section. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right. What about what's my man's name? Well, I'm really not. Jay Electronica. Y'all heard of him? Yeah, he used to it, but I don't know what they say. Okay.
Yeah, you see, but you gotta respect that because he coming in how he do his shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, we never seen no swag like him. When he come in and see his spit, it's like, oh, that shit crazy. But you know what I'm saying? We don't know how this man grew up. We don't understand how this man view the world. That's his way of viewing it. You know what I'm saying? He not trying to be nobody else. So I fuck with that.
Okay, what about as far as like, I'm not gonna say the new guys. What's some of the guys or groups or rappers or hip hop artists that y'all look up to, that y'all think is kind of hot, that y'all think do their thing, that y'all listen to, that y'all actually like?
First off, I won't say anybody who make money, I'll fuck with you. If you make money, I'll fuck with you because you're doing something to make that money. But first off, like people that keep it real, like you said, the Locks, you know what I'm saying? Throwback State Property, that's what we listen to a lot of that, the Throwback Diplomat, you know what I'm saying? Because there was a team who at that point in time, maybe not now, you know what I'm saying? Even go back to G-Unit, they had loyalty. They stuck together, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wasn't on the same plateau of spitting, but when they came together, everybody was at this one point because everybody fused to make that group happen, you know what I'm saying? And like we said, we've been through that. It was like 10 of us in the group. Everybody had talent, but it didn't work. The loyalty factor once again comes to the fight. People who keep it real, who not changing their souls just to sell records. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, because it's harder to do it with once you get older. You know what I'm saying? It's way harder, especially like some of them. They approaching their 40s. You know what I'm saying?
I got
but
you.
they still telling you what's going on in the hood. No, they might not be doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? But they still understand that there's people that need to hear that. And there's people that's not going to want to hear it, but there's people that need to hear that just to get them through that hour, maybe through that day, you know what I'm saying? Like, people who locked down. Ain't nobody writing country songs, ain't nobody writing dance songs, ain't nobody dancing in prison, you know what I'm saying? But they need something to hear that's going to get them through that day without being with their family, without being with their homies, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're here for. We just going to let paint on that picture of the street. It might not be pretty, but we gonna paint the picture.
So another question. Anybody out there, like I know a lot of young cats, they trying to do their thing. I mean young, they like 13, 14, 15, 16. Like what kind of advice would you give them, trying to even break in and even get into the industry? Like everybody, of course, trying to come through the industry have probably made a few mistakes here and there. What would you tell them as far as advice, or what kind of plan would you tell them to kind of stick to, if they're trying to do their thing? What's that one piece of advice you would give them that's real important? You know what I'm saying? That one nugget, that one gem that you could tell them,
Be yourself. Be yourself. At every level, it's always going to be someone trying to change. Well, if you change yourself, who are you? You're not even yourself. Just stick to your guns. Man. Stick to your guns and be who you are.
Okay.
At the same time, you work with everybody.
Yeah.
You can bring what you got to somebody else's style.
So therefore I never stop. Get me never, dog. I'ma be forever hot.
20-something, man.
They're coming with something. I mean, you never know. It just might be. It's like RZA and the Black Keys linked up. You know, this like indie rock group, and the RZA would have put out something. I mean, it's worth it.
Oh, expand your mind.
Come back to the condo, rolling like Rondo, smoking on cilantro.
All right, so at the end of the interview, right here at the end, anybody you want to give a shout out to, anybody you want to, say anything to, whatever you want to say it how you want to say it. Don't mind it to me, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to say.
Told me not to still stuck it in like Kobe. Now I'm up in Springfield, hold down Blandfield, single bag of iPhone, put them on the playing field. So the bitch, you ain't getting shit but a Kleenex. Even after all that, a girl feel like she next. Yes, now the bitch still can't think right. So I just think like, wake up in the daylight. This bitch think I'm staying tonight. It's such a sin.
May 28th, you know what I'm saying? We're doing it big, man. We're doing everything, man. Shout out to all my people. Shout out to everybody that fucked with me, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep this movement moving. Either you on the train or you getting left. Point blank.
Check out The Strangers at Facebook and at ReverbNation.com. We got upcoming show days. We're putting together NC Hip Hop show in Brooklyn, also at the end of the summer.
All right, well, these are The Strangers, strapped up in the club entertainment. Your man Rod Strickland.
Shout out to the North.
All right, so.
Northside, yeah, I forgot about y'all. What up? I ain't forgot.
All right, man, we out. And that, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for watching. So hopefully you'll tune in next week. And you can always check me out at WTFCityTV.com for episodes. I'm going to throw my blog up there. I'm going to be doing a lot of other stuff. I'm getting ready to get deep with it. I'm going all the way in with it, so you can catch me all over the place. And like I said, you can hit me up at my Gmail address. If you got a cell phone or whatever, smartphone, you can always just reach right there while you're watching the program and hit me up and leave a comment while it's fresh on your brain. Or you can just call me while you're watching the program and leave a voicemail. That information's right there. So once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. God willing, I'll see you next week. I'll be around. Hopefully you will too. So it's your man Rod Strickland, and for this week, peace. I'm out of here. like Vladimir, or a breeze through the trees, you know, kicking it old school. Your man Rod Strickland.
King of the throne, I make peace and every country build a home. Not running a conference or a president. I'm just here to tell the world how my story went. You see, first it was a dream, I was living in Rome, and then I moved to London, bought a brand new home, and everywhere I went, I drew